This is my audience. Okay. Today I'm going to persuade my audience that social media is more of a negative outlet than a positive outlet. Worldwide, 3.8 billion people use social media, which is a lot. On the day-to-day, there's roughly 3.7 hours that people use social media out of the whole day. So that's a lot of time consumed in your phone and on social media and communication apps. My first point I want to make about this is social media reduces learning capabilities. So this is not good for like students in class, because a lot of times, they're checking their phone, checking their social media. They're not actually, in the classroom and listening to the teachers and reading like they're supposed to. They're just very distracted, more so than they had been previously in previous years. There's also a reduction in real human contact. You see, if you walk around, there's people, on their phones, and usually they're on social media apps and just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and just trying to get that dopamine hit that, people are looking at them sort of thing, which isn't very healthy. This also reduces overall language and writing skills. So that could be like slang, like kids nowadays in school, they're using slang words, or they can't even really write out a whole sentence sometimes. And we've even been talked about that too in our class, because teachers are used to the day-to-day now and how kids talk and how they write and type. It's just not the same as it used to be, and that partially is connected to social media, which is definitely a negative factor. My second point I want to make is it's not good for your mental health. I kind of talked about how you see people scrolling on their phones, and they keep clicking at the top so it updates and refreshes, because they're just trying to get that dopamine hit where they're just they're wanting to get attention. And sometimes it causes feelings of being alone. Some people, they have a couple different groups of friends, and if this group of friends asks them or doesn't ask them to go hang out one night and they see it on social media, that can really be a negative thing for them, and they can feel kind of left out. So that's definitely a fear. It causes a fear of being left out. And let's see, that can also be connected with, like, if you post a picture, if anyone posts a picture and they're not getting enough likes, they're not getting enough comments, or they're getting negative comments, it really affects them and it kind of ruins their day. Like, I've seen that personally with, people that I know, and it's not good, and it's not real. It's not real interaction, and it really affects the mental state in people's day-to-day lives. My third point, there's definitely ways to mitigate these negative effects. So what you could do, or what people could do to make this better, is you could lessen your time, or you could give yourself enough time during the day to just check it and just not go on it so much, and not refresh, and just be on it all day, because a lot of people are 3.7 hours a day on average is that's a long time to be on social media. It's not real, and it's not good for people's mental health. But so lessening your time on social media would be a really good thing that you could do to help mitigate the negative effects. Or you could delete it, which I'm sure a lot of people won't delete it. I personally haven't deleted mine, but I go through times where I get off of it for a month or so, and it really does help. makes me kind of bored, but that also makes me do things where I'm more productive, like reading or, staying caught up on schoolwork or being outside, doing things outside. And so deleting it or just lessening your time on it, I would encourage people to at least try it. And in my conclusion with this speech, so I talked about how it's just a negative outlet, and it's not necessarily, I would say it's more of a negative outlet than a positive. There's obviously positives. I would just say that it's more so negative. And then I also talked about the mental health, and I talked about ways that you could mitigate these negative effects. And I hope that you guys take something from this and maybe research this on yourselves, for yourselves, on your own, and hopefully you guys learn something. And thank you.